Hey guys, it's Smellblade 5. We're back to more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time, we reached Zora's domain and learned that Princess Ruto had disappeared, and then later learned that she went inside the stomach of their guardian, Lord Jabu-Jabu. And this time, now we've been sucked inside Lord Jabu-Jabu himself. We have reached the third dungeon of the game, and as I alluded to last time, I'm not a very big fan of this dungeon, honestly. The main reason being that I find it kind of tedious to play through. The main reason being that there are some aspects of this dungeon that are kind of maze-like in structure. Some of the enemies in this place, which I don't really remember very well because it's a pretty remote location that has a bunch of enemies that you never really see again, I find kind of annoying to deal with. Some of the puzzles I think are a bit strange as well, and obviously not in a fun way. And also because I find it a bit tricky to navigate through this place because a lot of things look sort of the same around here because they kind of just reuse this flesh texture. There are these jellyfish enemies. They will hurt you whenever you even try to attack them because they will electrify your sword, so I think it's just honestly best to avoid them for right now. And the main reason why I find this place a bit tricky to navigate is because of this damn room, because there are these holes in the ground, they lead to different areas, and I can never exactly remember which is the right one to go in. You! Who are you? I am Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. What? Are you saying my father asked you to come here to save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle? I have no idea what you're talking about. My father is worried about me? I don't care. Anyway, I can't go home right now. And you, get out of here! Understand? You dumbass! You walked into the obvious hole! Well, now I gotta go after her. Where she's conveniently fine. Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away! I'm okay. I'd be going inside Lord Jabu-Jabu's belly since I was little, but Lord Jabu-Jabu is very strange today. There are electrified jellyfish and strange holes around. On top of that, my precious stone was... but that's none of your business! Anyway, you, go home now! Understand? I'm sorry, that's not like me! You're that worried about me? Then I will give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You better believe me. So a main gimmick of this dungeon is that you have to literally pick up Ruto and carry her around the place. Which is another reason why I'm not a big fan of this dungeon. You gotta kind of stop a lot just to pick her up and move on. Although she is a very effective projectile against these bubbles, which do actually hurt you upon contact for some reason. I don't know why. I want to stop targeting them as well. I also don't like those bubbles because they can sort of make you target onto them when you're trying to deal with other enemies, which is obnoxious. Speaking of other enemies, there are these things over here. These enemies are called stingers. They will float around a bit and they will try to dive bomb towards you. 2 shots from the slingshot will kill them though. They will only come out of the ground as well, I believe only when you stand near where they are. Which is a little bit obnoxious. Thankfully they don't hurt you when rising up, but you gotta, again, deal with the bubbles sort of getting in your way when trying to target onto them. Getting that Deku Seed upgrade is very good for this dungeon because you're likely going to be using the slingshot a lot to deal with enemies in this place. The jellyfish enemies are not affected by the slingshot. I have tried it. So, yeah, further reason to avoid them. There is also a gold Skulltula in this room. I hate having to deal with this shit from the C-stick. Now, if I can just kill the thing, I'm gonna have to raise the water level, because that's the main thing you gotta do in this room. You gotta press this button, this raises the water level up, and then I can collect that token. However, I'm gonna have to press the button again, because this is on a timer, and the timer is actually quite fast here. But now, oh god, thank god. Now I want to be very careful, because I know from prior experience, I majorly messed up here in an earlier recording. There's a fairy in this pot. Now catch the damn thing! Thank you! You caught a fairy in a bottle. Thank God, I feel so safe now that I got it back. Now I obviously want to switch to something else so I don't accidentally use it. Deku sticks seem to be the safest thing because I can easily just put them away, unlike bombs where I can't do that. If only this was like Skyward Sword where you could put the bombs back in the bag. Whatever. So, let's see. These pots have Deku seeds in them. I think a lot of things in this dungeon also drop Deku seeds. So I think they're kind of aware of the fact that you can hit that button. The fact that you can, you know, you're probably going to be using a lot of Deku seeds throughout this place. Anyway, making through with progress, and I want that bubble to avoid me at, like, the... Okay. I'm pretty sure you can just destroy the bubbles with your sword, but I don't really recommend it, because it might be a bit finicky on if it decides if the bubble actually touches you or not. Moving on, I don't think the bubbles even drop anything, either when they die. Okay, this is a bit weird. You have to throw Ruto up there, and then her head just bonks off it and activates the switch. And unlocks that door in the process. Oh. Now moving on, I think this should sort of... Yes, there is a... Fuck. Drop her down. Then kill this Octorok. There is a platform that drops down here, a very slow-moving platform, and I don't know why moving platforms are inside this thing's stomach. Whatever, this shall take us back to where we dropped down from before. So it goes a bit of a circle-like thing. I don't recall there being anything else on the way around here, though. I think it is literally just going up in a circle. Just where is the platform? There. This is the room where we first encountered the jellyfish, and I thought I wasn't going to make it. Oh, now that Ruto is being a bit more cooperative, we can move onward. We could have just ignored her, but without her, I guess, specialist skills of acting like a throwable object. Oh god, I don't remember that thing. We can move on here. This room has quite a few dead ends in it. There are these weird things you can see off the distance that block your path, and we got these enemies that very slowly move out of the ground. Now, these buttons, I hope I'm going the right way. Never mind, I was going the wrong way. I'm just gonna cut that out because it's a little bit spoilery what's behind that door. So now go in the correct way, which I think has to be this side. As again, everything looks kind of the same, so I just get lost. This button you want to... This button you want to stand on. This switch, it doesn't look like you can press it down with your weight alone, Link. Yeah, this button you need to be carrying Ruto in order to deal with, and I don't think I'll be able to do anything with her in here, so I think it'd be best if I just go. This room is a bit weird. It's full of stingers, so I'm gonna have to be using a lot of seeds here. If I can target onto the damn thing, I gotta be fast here, though. Oh, no, we went back into the freaking ground. It just makes it take so much longer. Ugh! No! Target the right... This one. Ugh! Z targeting's kind of wonky in this game, I've noticed. I don't remember it having any issues. There's a lot of things in this game I don't remember being the case from when I played 3D, but again, obviously it's a different version of the game, so maybe people who grew up with this version had to deal with some of this shit. Although not the thing with the C-stick, because they just had some regular-ass buttons they need to press. Ugh! Just die. No! Just die! These enemies aren't even annoying to fight against. It's annoying just trying to kill them because of the stupid targeting. And the fact they keep moving around. There, now they're... I am standing on the chest! Has anybody ever actually done that in the N64 games? I don't think they have. Now that this chest has appeared, I guess, we can get it. And strangely enough... we get the dungeon item here! You found the boomerang! On the select item sub-screen, you can set us to the obvious things. Press C to use it to attack distant enemies. Now this is related to what I was actually trying to do before when I went off somewhere else. And where has Ruto gone? She decided to go all the way back here for some stupid reason. How inconsiderate! How could you leave me behind? If you're a man, act like one. Take responsibility. At least you didn't say real man, because I'm sick of hearing that shit already. Going back the way I went before, which was wrong, this switch is obviously a different color, so that obviously means it works differently. It is a pressure-sensitive switch, so we're gonna... I didn't mean to do it like that. We gotta leave Ruto behind once again here just to deal with this crap, but I believe she doesn't actually, go back this time. I'm pretty sure she just stays there and scolds you again. Yeah. We're gonna deal with this thing. This thing that looks like a uvula. You have to use the boomerang to kill it. This is the reason why I didn't want to really show me going in here by accident, because it would have spoiled this thing's existence. Okay, there. Does it only come down when I get close to it? Okay. I don't remember doing things like that. I just remember it swinging around the place. And then I think this hit should kill it. Oh, God. There. 4 hits, and it dies. And yet another chest magically appears and is going to go through the same sort of build-up scene again. This is where we get the dungeon map. For some reason, there is a map of the inside of a giant fish's stomach. Now, hopefully me going in here earlier than what I was supposed to hasn't caused Ruto to go back to the other... Thank God she's still here. She's just gonna scold me again. You say, yeah, she literally just says the same thing about being a man and all that. But now that we've taken out the uvula thing, if I can pick her up again, the other one that was here before is gone now, which Navi's gonna point out. The red slimy thing is gone. That must be because you cut the red tail. That's supposed to be a tail? Will that work with the other ones too? Yeah, kind of spoiling you a bit there. There are other ones we gotta deal with. Oh, I remember this. We gotta take out these bubbles in the time limit. And, no. I wanted to target onto them. Shit. No! Target onto... I'm pressing ZL! There! Oh my God! Just work! Properly. Work like how I want you to. Normally you can have the boomerang obviously just be sort of aimed like the slingshot. But otherwise you can just target onto it, which is much simpler. And then last one. No, 3 more. Fuck me. Go. No! No! You... Where is the other one? Go! No! Nah, I'm just gonna get hit, so it just destroys it. There. Didn't take too much damage from that, and we got yet another chest with another transition. This is where we get the compass! We get the compass almost immediately after the map! Now back in the previous room, if we went to where we first got the boomerang, go right, we can enter this room now. And there's another uvula thing that we need to destroy. The same process we used before. I'm afraid this one literally just fights the exact same as well, and that was actually really close! Excuse me. There, thank you for getting hit. Thank you again for getting hit. As long as you keep doing this fast enough, you don't have to worry about it ever attacking you. Well, the boomerang's being a bit weird. Would you please come back down so I can hit you again? There. That one felt like it went down faster in terms of the number of hits. Now that one's dead, that's going to remove the one that was blocking the way down the center path. And... trying to remember exactly how much of this dungeon's left, because again, with everything sort of blending in, I forget the exact length of this dungeon. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be longer than the Dodongo's Cavern, but I think I have seen people able to do this in one episode, so... There's once again another uvula we have to deal with, and this one's surrounded by the jellyfish. I think you can kill the jellyfish? Yes! You can kill the jellyfish with the boomerang, and that's probably what I'm going to do with these first two, just to make my time avoiding this thing much easier. We're just going to stay near the entrance first as well. Or not! Okay. If I can target onto the thing I want to target onto. Or not. Just kill it. Or not! You don't even go far enough! Just please die. Thank you! Now move on to the giant thing. There. And 1 or 2 more should do it. 1 more. There. And for some reason I could still target onto the air of where it was. If I'm remembering things right, and I'll admit that my memory of this part is a little hazy, even with me actually like reading up on this stuff just to be safe. Gotta go down one of these holes. Yes, okay, this is actually the right one. Okay, I'm pretty sure this pathway would have been blocked before. And there are actually 2 gold skull... I wanted to use down. There are 2 gold sculptures in this room, and this shows off another very useful function of the boomerang. We could have Nevi target onto tokens, and the boomerang can collect them! This lets us reach a lot of gold tokens we couldn't get before just because they were too high out of reach, including that one on Death Mountain that I tried to get in an earlier recording of episode 8, or was it, no, 7. I'm getting the episode numbers mixed up, but we're going to get 2 more gold tokens, and that gives us 3 in total for this dungeon. So I think that's all of them in the dungeon, hopefully. I did not mean to try and decapitate Ruto. Let's see if I'm going the right way, though. This door takes us to... Yes, okay, this is right. That's it! That's what I've been looking for! Throw me up there, onto the platform! Whatever you say, princess! Princess Ruto got the spiritual stone! But why Princess Ruto? Oh my goodness! I finally found my mother's stone! I got very upset when Lord Jabu-Jabu swallowed it. While I was feeding him, he suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. But now that I found it, I don't need to be in here anymore. So, take me home, right now! Okay. Yeah? What is this? An octopus? Well, Ruto got really ugly in the span of 5 seconds. But in all seriousness, this is actually our sort of proper mini-boss, even though we already have the dungeon item. I'm not a big fan of this boss. The main reason is because the way you fight him, you have to stun him with the boomerang. But afterwards, you gotta hit him again, and while he's spinning around, and you have to essentially just hope to God that he lands with his back facing towards you, because that way you can actually hit him. And then you just gotta repeat that cycle over and over again. He does have an attack where he sort of runs around really fast, though. Okay, I got lucky there. I have to be better with pulling out my sword, though. That is legitimately my fault, not really a way this fight's designed. It's just, even though I seem to be having kind of an easy time, which I'm surprised with, I've had times where this fight has gone on very long amounts of time, just because he kept getting unlucky, and is that already dead? Oh, okay, just because of me getting really unlucky and him always stopping when he's facing towards me. Now he's dead, so we can go up here, and I should have collected those hearts, damn it! Get up here, but, Ruto is gone again. Which is, you know, very, very nice of us. Oh, there's another fairy here. Well, all my balls are... Wait a minute. I could have grabbed that one as well. Well, whatever. I have a fairy anyway. I don't think I really need 2 fairies. I know I don't have a good history fighting the boss in this place because I get hit a lot, but I think I should be fine. And I think we are getting near the end of this dungeon, so I think this is yet another one I can get done in 1 episode. So my capture software decided to start running really slowly for some reason, so I had to abruptly stop recording and start a new recording here. What happened was, I tried to get through this fast, but then an Octorok knocked me off the damn platforms before I could get back on. You're supposed to hit these gelatinous platforms with the boomerang to stun them temporarily and get across them before they turn back to normal. And having to do another recording is going to completely mess up the whole timing strategy that I had before. But, okay, I don't remember this. Oddly enough, landing on this platform caused it to slide down, which I don't know how good that would make him feel from the outside, and this leads us to a new pathway, but there's a pressure-sensitive switch here. However, we don't need Ruto for this one. We can show that we're manly enough to do things because we're independent. Your role has been replaced by a box. Feel very good about it. Drop the... I actually have to be standing on top of it, don't I? Drop the box onto here. Having a move, and I think this is literally like the penultimate room of the dungeon. I think so, actually, because this is like the one room that looks vaguely different to everything else, with being green. And of course, I'm going to have to deal with more of these jellyfish first. I'm probably just going to cut to once I've killed all of these. Completely ignoring the fact that on the map it shows the skull that signifies the boss, whatever. There is another gold skull in here that just slipped my mind. That gives us 4. And I don't exactly remember how many you need for the second reward off the top of my head. I'll need to check that in my own time. There's one more thing we need to do in this dungeon before we can head to... Wait a minute. What's this? Okay, just a pointless wall here. Okay. There's this button here we need to hit with the boomerang because there's the screen blocking the way. And I'm too far away. The only kind of issue I have with the boomerang is that you do need to kind of think about how far away you're standing from the object that you want to hit. Like, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess boomerangs are much better in my opinion because you don't need to worry about that kind of issue. Just lock onto what you want to hit, and that's perfectly fine. And I'm surprised I don't get hurt by any of the liquid in this place, considering it being like his stomach acid, but once again, no boss key, just go straight to the boss. As you guess, Baronade is the hardest boss that we have encountered so far. And unlike the previous 2 bosses, that is because he can actually be a legitimate challenge of sorts. He's not particularly hard, but there are times where I think it's kind of easy to get hit by him. You have to destroy the little sort of tendrils, I guess, sticking out of him while he tries to shoot beams of electricity at you. And once they are destroyed, he's going to shoot out all the jellyfish that he's using around to sort of shield himself. And you gotta hit his center bit, which stuns him. And then that can leave you open. Come on. Come on. There, I can hit him. And I'm doing surprisingly a lot amount of damage of him, and oh god. Now he's gonna move around. There are fortunately pots around the side, and I'm amazed I have not gotten hit so far. Let's see. There, okay. Just need to squeeze right through there, and it doesn't look like I can hit him from here. No, just destroy the jellyfish. You can destroy these ones, just like you can do with the other ones. I believe once all of those have been taken care of, that means you can... Come on, please. I believe once they're all gone, we can continue on with the fight. It's just... Yeah, he just keeps shooting his beams of electricity. They're very telegraphed attacks, and he's got that little flash of light beforehand. Man, he got up fast. I didn't really mean to break that pot, but whatever. Having another heart is fine by me. The more jellyfish there are away, the easier it is to hit them, and the easier it is to progress with the fight. Oh god, please, just hit them. For the love of god. Fucking hell. Hit the jellyfish. Thank you. Hit that one. Last one. And then, now the fight continues on to its final phase. Just gonna keep hitting him with the... Oh god. Oh boy! There, just hit him with a boomerang like before, and that leaves him open up. You just gotta worry about his beams of electricity from before. He's gonna do it again here. Better when you're targeting onto him because you can see it coming. I'm just gonna have to roll around and hope to God. Fuck. And this would be. I wouldn't have gotten hit if the game would let me target onto him. No! Fuck, I'm pressing the button! I swear to God, this isn't me, like, trying to cover up, like, bad playing or anything. I am legitimately pressing the button and nothing is happening. Just need to hit him. Oh my God. Please, get back here. Move! Oh, for God's sakes! Thank you! I had to cut ahead because it was getting obnoxious! Oh, for God's sakes! Move it! No! For God's sakes, man! Where is he? Come back here! Thank you! There, okay. Managed to do it faster this time. Thank you, he's dead! I hate that boss fight a lot! And it got even worse here by the fact that getting the button wasn't fucking working! At least he's dead now, and of course, that gives us a heart container. A heart inside of a heart-shaped looking boss, so it's like heart inception. Now we got 9 hearts, and get the hell out of here. There's Ruto. I was very vaguely worried about you. You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little.